Alright, today is Sunday, February 2nd, 2020, and it's about 65, almost 70 degrees today, so the bees are very active. We're going to go take a look at them, see how they're doing, and we're going to add a honey super because these girls are working their tails off. I'm going to probably remove the styrofoam siding here too that I've had on there just to kind of as a wind block. I'm not sure we're going to get much more cold weather, so I'm going to go ahead and set up and be back in a minute to crack them open. Our plans is to add another honey super to the top of it here. I've got the honey super sitting here on top of my garbage can. As you can see, there's 10 frames on the inside. Each frame has like a waxed honeycomb plastic sheet. So what the bees will do is they will take this as a basically as a template, and they will build out onto this. Of course they don't need this, but this helps them to create the honeycomb faster. And so let's get to it. We're gonna light up our smoker first, which is sitting here on the brick. And I am going to smoke them today because they're quite active today, so I want to make sure that they stay calm while I'm doing this. Alright, camera's rolling. We're going to go ahead and get into these girls today. As you can see, I've got my smoker going. The smoke is to just kind of keep the girls calm. Whenever you go into the hive, it's always good to put a little smoke on them, and that way they kind of stay a little more relaxed. So I'm going to set this camera down and get it turned around here. Selfie mode. So you guys can see what's happening. I think I'm in the frame now. Alright. So, little block off here. A little smoke going in the back end here. Smoke them once we open them up here. So, there. Okay. We've got all the bees in the hive. What we're going to do first, I'm going to pop the, this is called the inner cover, a little bit of moisture on it. Okay, I'm going to pop the inner cover, and then I'm going to put a queen excluder in. I don't think I'm going to pull out any of the frames today because we checked on them the other day. I know the queen is active and she's laying. She's healthy, so that's a good thing. So this is the queen excluder. This is just it's like a metal mesh gate basically, and what it does is it keeps the queen down in the bottom section here, keeps her from coming up. So what will happen is they will only the worker bees will store honey in the upper sections here. So we want to get the cover off here. Woo, look at them. They are looking good. Very, very active, strong, healthy hive. They're very quiet. Alright. So like I said, we're not going to really disturb them too much today other than to put the honey super on. So I'm going to get the queen excluder in place here. Now I'm going to get the honey super and set the honey super on top. Alright. Get this into position. Got to make sure it's nice and even all the way around. Everything looks good. So So what this does is it basically doubles their living space. Because what will happen is if the hive builds out in their enclosure and they don't have any more room, what they'll do is they'll swarm. So the queen will leave and she'll take half of the hive with her, and she'll go find a new place to live because they have to constantly be expanding. So by adding honey super, you can see the girls are already working their way up through it. It gives them room to grow. It's basically like moving them from a studio apartment to a one-bedroom home. And as soon as this one fills up, or starts to fill up when it gets about 80% full, what we'll do is we'll add another honey super on top of it. And it can go up to 5 or 6, but what we'll do is once we get probably 4 honey supers on top here, is when we'll take the bottom 3, which are the oldest, and we'll take them off and we'll extract the honey. And out of each one of these boxes, we'll get about a gallon of honey. So, very exciting. Waiting for my girls to do all the work. I am going to put the inner cover back on now. You can see there's a few bees on the inside of the cover here. So I'm going to just shake them off into the box. And yeah, they are a lot more calm than they were the last time we came in here a couple of weeks ago. They were very upset with me for bothering them. So this is going to give them a nice room to expand here. And then I'll slip the inner cover, or the telescoping cover back on. Throw a brick on top of it. The brick is just to keep the wind from possibly blowing the top off, because as you can see, there is a little bit of a lip, so it's possible for the wind to get up under here, and if the wind gets just the right way, it'll take this cover off. So the brick just keeps the cover in tight. So I'm going to take the camera now and show you the front entrance here. You can see all the activity going on here at the front entrance. Let me turn the camera around. There we go. Look at the girls go here. So you'll notice that they all have their like back end, their butts up in the air, and they're all fanning. They're fanning at the entrance here. So usually when they have a new hive, they do this. So I think this has something to do with me smoking them a minute ago. Sort of a warning pheromone or something that they're putting out right now. Not exactly sure, but they're very calm though. I don't know if the camera picks up the sound, but standing here so close to them, I mean, my face is literally, I don't know, 8 inches away from these bees, and they're very, very calm. You can tell by the sound that they make when they get angry. The pitch of their beating wings, it changes, and you can always tell when they're upset. And luckily, these girls are not upset. They're checking out their new second floor, and it's very cool. Very cool. You'll notice also I did wear the heavy-duty gloves this time because I didn't want to get stung 3 times like I did last time. I think last time I just went in at the wrong time. It was a little too cool, and they were mad at me for disturbing them when it was cold. But otherwise, they're good to go. I would say that's a very successful little, update on our girls. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to check like the long-range weather forecast the next 15 days or so and see if I need to even bother putting this insulation on the outside of the hive. I really don't think I need to. I don't think our weather's going to be bad enough in the next half a month or so. And by mid-February, I think we're going to be on the upside of the temperatures and everything will be looking good from there. So, nice to see my smoker still going. Alright, one more look at the girls here at the front, and then we're going to call it quits. They are just fanning away. I think they're happy to have new living quarters. Alright, that's all folks.